Have you ever pulled an all-nighter and thought, I could sleep standing up? Well, you wouldn't be the first. Some animals do exactly that, sleep while standing, floating, even flying. But here's the twist, their strange sleep isn't just quirky, it's survival. Today, we're diving into the wildest, weirdest, and most fascinating sleep behaviors in the animal world. From creatures that only sleep 30 minutes a day to animals that literally shut off half their brain while keeping the other half awake. And trust me, by the end, you'll never look at bedtime the same way again. Let's jump in. Oh, and if you like learning mind-blowing facts about the animal kingdom, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Giraffes, the sleep-deprived giants. Let's start with an animal that barely sleeps at all, the giraffe. You'd think a creature that size would need a lot of rest. But nope. In the wild, giraffes sleep less than any other mammal, about 30 minutes a day. Some researchers used to believe giraffes didn't sleep at all. They're so rarely caught napping. It was a mystery for years. When they do sleep, it's short and scattered. And their sleeping positions are even stranger. They might doze off standing up with their heads leaning on tree branches. Or lie down, fold their legs under, and wrap their long necks around their bodies to rest their heads on their hips. If you're wondering how they bend their necks that way without snapping something, turns out giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, 7. But their bones are longer and more flexible, especially near the chest. Fun fact, giraffes avoid long sleep sessions because they're vulnerable while lying down. Getting up takes time, and in the wild, every second matters. Sea otters, floating in dreamland. Now let's go from dry land to the sea. Imagine sleeping on your back in the middle of the ocean. That's the life of a sea otter. Sea otters are the masters of aquatic relaxation. They eat, groom, and even give birth while floating on their backs. They've even got a trick to keep from drifting away while they sleep. They wrap themselves in kelp or link paws with other otters, like a living raft. And since they spend most of their lives in cold water, nature gave them one of the thickest fur coats on the planet. Over 600,000 hairs per square inch. It traps air and keeps their bodies insulated. They don't rely on body fat for warmth like whales or seals. Their fur is their armor. That's why they constantly clean it. It's their lifeline. Dolphins, half asleep, fully alert. Next up, dolphins. These ocean geniuses have a unique sleep method that might blow your mind. They practice something called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. In simple terms, they sleep with only half their brain at a time. Why? Because dolphins are voluntary breathers. They have to consciously come up for air. There's no autopilot. So while one half of the brain sleeps, the other stays alert to control breathing and scan for threats. Even their eyes follow this logic. When the left hemisphere sleeps, the right eye stays open, and vice versa. That way, they're never truly off guard. This ability helps dolphins survive in environments where awareness equals life. Horses sleeping on their feet. Now, let's talk about an animal you've definitely seen, but probably didn't know was sleeping while standing. Horses. That's right. Horses can nap on their feet. They have a special stay apparatus in their legs, a locking mechanism that allows them to rest without falling over. This system lets them conserve energy and stay ready to bolt if a predator appears. Sure, horses can sleep lying down too, but they don't do it often, especially in the wild. Why? Because getting up is slow and awkward for a 500-kilo animal. When every second counts, standing sleep is safer. During these naps, they shift their weight across 3 legs, letting one leg rest, then rotate. It's like muscle memory, efficient and instinctive. Flamingos, one-legged nap masters. You've probably seen photos of flamingos standing on one leg, but did you know they also sleep like that? Most of us couldn't balance on one foot for more than a few minutes. Yet flamingos do it for hours, sometimes the entire night. Why? Scientists believe it helps conserve body heat. By keeping one leg tucked under their body, they reduce heat loss in cold water. But here's the real twist. They don't even use muscle power to hold the pose. In 2017, scientists discovered that flamingos can balance in this position even after death. That's how stable their skeletal system is. It's built for this posture. No muscle strain, no effort. Albatrosses, sleeping in the sky. Let's head into the sky. Meet the albatross, one of the largest flying birds on Earth. With wingspans up to 3.5 meters, they're true giants of the air. Albatrosses can fly for weeks at a time without landing. Some spend months soaring over oceans. But here's what's crazy. They sleep while flying. They take micro naps during flight, around 10 seconds each. These short bursts add up to about 40 minutes per day. How do they manage it? They rely on wind currents and gliding, using minimal energy while catching rest mid-air. Once they finally land, though, they make up for lost time, sometimes sleeping for 12 straight hours. Bats, upside-down sleep. Finally, let's end with one of the creepiest sleepers of all, bats. Bats sleep hanging upside down. But it's not just to look spooky, it's a design choice. Unlike birds, bats can't launch themselves into flight from the ground. Their wings aren't powerful enough. Their legs are too weak for running starts, so they rest in high places, hanging by their feet. That way, when it's time to fly, they just drop. Gravity gives them the push they need. This position also keeps them safe. Most predators can't reach them up there, and surprisingly, it takes no effort. The bat's tendons lock into place when hanging. They don't use any energy to stay in position. From floating sea otters to sleep-flying birds, the animal kingdom doesn't just sleep. It evolves entire systems around when, how, and where to rest. And what's normal for us, pillows, beds, 8-hour nights, isn't even on the radar for most creatures out there. So next time you're struggling to fall asleep, just remember, at least you don't have to do it hanging upside down, or while flying, or with one eye open. Which animal's sleep style impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Subscribe for more fascinating facts about the natural world. See you in the next one.